I started noticing him a few weeks after I joined the gym. A guy in his 40s, always lifting but never really working out. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence that we always ended up in the same area. But then I realized he wasn't watching himself in the mirror. He was watching me. One night, I stayed late to finish a workout. The place was nearly empty, and as I grabbed my bag, I felt someone behind me. It was him. He smiled and said, "You always leave around this time." My stomach dropped. I mumbled something and rushed out. When I got to my car, I saw him standing by the entrance, watching me. I switched the gyms the next day. I always lock my stuff in the locker. Always. But one night after an intense session, I came back, and my lock was gone. My gym bag was still there, but my wallet, keys, and phone were missing. I panicked. The front desk staff checked the cameras, but conveniently, the security system had been done for maintenance that night. The police took a report, but nothing ever came of it. The weirdest part? A week later, I found my stolen gym shoes in a different locker, like someone wanted me to know they were still watching. I was bench pressing heavy that day, so I asked a guy nearby to spot me. He looked strong and confident, so I assumed he knew what he was doing. Halfway through my set, my arms started shaking. I needed help. Instead of assisting, he just smiled and said, "Push harder, bro." I gasped that I couldn't, but he didn't move. The bar started slipping, crushing my chest. I barely rolled it off before it pinned me completely. As I sat up, struggling to breathe, he patted my shoulder and said, "You'll get it next time." I never asked for a spot again. It was late, and only a few people were left in the gym. I hopped onto a treadmill and started my run. Everything seemed fine until I increased the speed. The belt jerked violently, making me lose balance. I grabbed the rails just in time before it sped up on its own, way beyond what I had set. I tried to stop it, but the screen was unresponsive. I had no choice. I jumped off, hitting the ground hard. My knees were scraped, and my ankles throbbed. When I told staff, they barely glanced at the machine and just shrugged. Yeah, that one acts up sometimes. They never put an out-of-order sign on it. A week later, I saw someone else face plant right off the same treadmill. After a late night workout, I headed to the showers. The locker room was empty, and I enjoyed the quiet.